PBR Ultra Championship Wrestling Zero, Utah's best live pro wrestling action in Salt Lake City, Utah, at the UCW Training Center, 47 South Orange Street. Tickets are $10 for general admission and $3 for kids 6 and under. Doors open at 6 p.m. and bell time is 6:30 p.m. For more information, go to www.ucw-zero.com or call 801-699-7977. And remember, do not try this at home. We are trained professionals. Leave it to us. We are Ultra Championship Wrestling Zero. Motivational pain.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's main event time here at UCW-Zero at St. Joseph the Worker. Josh Damien alongside Jeff Reed, and we've got tag team action right here. Jeff, why don't you break it down for us?
Well, what we have here is Martin Casaus and Derrick Jannetty, UCW-Zero heavyweight champion Derrick Jannetty, against the very formidable tag team of David the Destroyer and Jayson Bravo.
Yeah, as we see here, the two competitors starting out are Martin Casaus, who's in the zebra print, and David the Destroyer, who's in the bumblebee print.
Nice.
Yeah, I had to make the reference. Everyone else does, so. But as we see this great action here, oh man, David the Destroyer with that shoulder tackle, he's gotten so much better over these past 2 years, bigger, stronger, everything like that, especially that he's able to take down a guy like Martin Casaus, who has a beautiful hip toss right there, that execution. And look at this, an arm drag in there as well.
Make it two of them. Martin Casaus right now showing that he's the better technical wrestler of the two. And you see, looks like David the Destroyer has lost his equilibrium. I think he tried to make a tag to Derrick Jannetty right there.
Yeah, well, you know, it wouldn't be the smartest thing, as Derrick Jannetty is known for tagging people in the chest. And by the way, that hurts, as Derrick Jannetty will get the tag here.
And Derrick Jannetty and Jayson Bravo going to square off in the center of the ring. Not the first or the last time we will see these competitors wrestle.
No doubt about that. Derrick Jannetty, the heavyweight champion at this time, and Jayson Bravo has been wanting that heavyweight title for some time. He's going to try and get his hands on it, of course. I think, honestly, that he'll be trying for a lot longer after this. But look at that. Beautiful ducking. The clotheslines by Derrick Jannetty, followed up by the shoulder tackle. Beautiful maneuver right here. Avoids the hip toss, that knee to the midsection, and that's just beautiful. Oh my gosh, technical wrestling by Derrick Jannetty. I'm going to let you call the rest of this show.
And right there, Derrick Jannetty over the top with the flipping neck breaker. Looks like at this point one step ahead of Jayson Bravo. Shoots him into the corner, and what's he going to follow it up with? Count along. Here comes the 10 punch.
I'll count along. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Look at that. I did what 3 referees couldn't do.
Very impressive there, Josh. I can tell you're very proud of yourself. As Derrick Jannetty drops right into a monkey flip and follows it up, he puts Jayson Bravo on his shoulders, and Martin Casaus drop kicks him off. Good tag team wrestling here by Derrick Jannetty and Martin Casaus.
A little bit of history for you. Derrick Jannetty, who was one of the originators here in UCW-Zero. He's been with the company for over 10 years now, and he actually recruited Martin Casaus, who is that beautiful execution right there, going for the pinfall, only to get a 2 count. And then, of course, Martin Casaus became so good under Derrick Jannetty that he actually became a competitor on the reality show Tough Enough, where he was trained by some of the greats in our industry. So the tag team right here of Derrick Jannetty and Martin Casaus, beautiful leg drop right there, by the way. I mean, if these two were to actually be a tag team, it would quite frankly be the best tag team in Utah wrestling, just from experience alone.
Yeah, and right now you're seeing that continuity between Derrick Jannetty and Martin Casaus, keeping the fresh guy in. That's what these guys are good at. Their experience is both singles and tag team wrestlers. Over the top with the double hip toss, drops straight with the elbow, and right now Derrick Jannetty and Martin Casaus in firm control as Jayson Bravo kicks out at 2.
Yeah, you know, I mean, these two guys in wrestling, it's kind of like you and I on commentary. I feel I'm more of the Derrick Jannetty on commentary, and you're more of the Martin Casaus, but, you know, oh man, Jayson Bravo is just able to come up with a beautiful counter right there.
Yeah, right there, Derrick Jannetty took a little too much time to showboat to this St. Joe Workers Church fan base, and boy, did he pay the price.
David the Destroyer shows his dominance right there against Derrick Jannetty. Thought he was going for a pin there, but he's just going to throw some punches to Derrick Jannetty's beautiful face, and he ain't so pretty.
Right now, definitely not. David the Destroyer just laying it in on Derrick Jannetty, and now shoots him off. Oh, Derrick Jannetty over the top with the sunset flip. Can he get him over? Doesn't have to. Whoa. You see Derrick Jannetty right there. That's that veteran instinct. One step ahead. Makes the tag right back to Martin Casaus. And look at this maneuver. Up, around. Oh, and a double chop. That's the way to finish that off. Derrick Jannetty and Martin Casaus, a well-oiled machine here in this matchup.
And let me tell you something. I mean, not everyone knows it, but I actually was an in-ring competitor for a while as a beautiful, wow, look at that Samoan drop right there from David the Destroyer. But that double team that Derrick Jannetty and Martin Casaus do where they end up chopping you, they did that to me at a Rocky Mountain Rumble 2 years ago. And let me tell you, it hurts.
So what you're saying is you think Derrick Jannetty and Martin Casaus are jerks?
I would say that they will.
Right now, David the Destroyer beating Martin Casaus down, and look at they're distracting the referee, and look at what Jayson Bravo is doing in the far side of your screen, taking advantage of a distracted referee, choking Martin Casaus, and just really setting him up and keeping him poised for David the Destroyer to really lay it in here.
You know, I'd like to clarify, I never called Martin Casaus and Derrick Jannetty jerks, but I will say that Jayson Bravo choking out Martin Casaus like that is definitely a trait of a jerk. I will say that much.
And right now, Jayson Bravo and David the Destroyer have seized the opportunity. Right now, they have a distinct advantage. And right there, you see Jayson Bravo, one of his favorite maneuvers, scraping those bootlaces against the face of Martin Casaus. That's got to be a very uncomfortable situation.
You know, it's a unique thing that Jayson Bravo does with those. But oh, look at that. David the Destroyer right there. Martin Casaus' throat and upper chest just on that top rope. That's got to hurt.
And we talked about the cohesiveness of Derrick Jannetty and Martin Casaus, but right now I am very impressed with the tag team continuity of David the Destroyer and Jayson Bravo, very strategically getting that referee out of position and then taking the advantage with some underhanded tactics.
You know, I mean, both of these guys on both of these teams, they work well together. Martin Casaus and Derrick Jannetty work very well together because they've known each other for so long and they have so much in-ring experience. Jayson Bravo and David the Destroyer, kind of the same scenario. Both started out around the same time. They've both gotten to know each other, and they both have that brawler instinct. Bravo more with a little bit of strategy, but David the Destroyer just has that brawler. Jayson Bravo throws those haymakers all the time, as David the Destroyer only able to get a 2 count. But both of these teams, they work so well together, and because of that, they're able to come out with great matches like we were able to come out here at St. Joseph the Worker.
Yeah, we've mentioned before this part of the annual Folk Fest. We've done this for 4 years now, a great community event. Right now, the community strongly behind Martin Casaus, but to no avail there as David the Destroyer sets up Martin Casaus. Oh, did you see that kick right to the exposed midsection? Make it 2. That's going to knock the wind out of Martin Casaus. Very good maneuver there by Jayson Bravo.
Yeah, it could definitely bruise some ribs as Martin Casaus is going to go head first into that top turnbuckle.
And now it looks like he set him up on the top rope. He could be going for that hangman neckbreaker, one of his favorite maneuvers. But look at Martin Casaus holding on for dear life. And look at Jayson Bravo changing strategy. Might be going for a top rope belly-to-back suplex. Martin Casaus fights out.
And look at that big third punch right there. Puts Jayson Bravo in his place back down on the mat. And now looks like Martin Casaus is going to turn around, and can we expect a big splash here from Casaus? Oh no, a big elbow, but he missed. Jayson Bravo just barely able to get out of the way, and look at this now.
Up on the shoulder, could be big power slam by Jayson Bravo. That could be it. 1, 2. Oh, Martin Casaus barely getting that right shoulder off the mat. Right now he needs to make a tag to Derrick Jannetty. He's been in the center of the ring for 2 to 3 minutes, just getting beat down by this tag team of Jayson Bravo.
Hey, you know what? It's Bravo combo time. We're going to go into the drive-thru, and I'm going to get a large knee. And then you know what? I'm also going to get a large leg drop. And I think I'm going to save those 20 cents and get that large elbow as well. And you know what? I'm going to go extra for the 3 count. Oh, I'm only going to be able to get a 2 count, though. I guess they're out of 3 counts today.
Yeah, Derrick Jannetty breaking up that pinfall, and a good thing he did because I think Martin Casaus is in a very bad way as this match progresses.
Look at that. Casaus with that smart veteran instinct, able to duck the clothesline and the elbow. Unfortunately, it looks like both competitors going for the cross body, and they weren't able to actually succeed with it. Both men took themselves out.
Yeah, they say great minds think alike. In that situation, both competitors looking for a flying cross body, and you saw the result. Body-to-body collision in the center of the ring. But Martin Casaus makes the tag, and here's Derrick Jannetty. He ducks the clothesline under. Big clothesline. And a chop. And look at this right now. He's got all the momentum on his side. Big reversal. Off with the flying forearm, and Jannetty is pumped up.
Yeah, and if you're David the Destroyer right now, you are not feeling good. Number 1 from that chop, but number 2, the double fist right there, it definitely hurts. But look at this now. The Destroyer, big forearm coming. Oh man.
Bravo. Great maneuver by Derrick Jannetty to get out of the way. Shoots him off. Big reversal by the Destroyer. Ducks under. Oh, did you see Jayson Bravo? Trips him up. Jannetty straight down on his face. And David the Destroyer high up in the air and down hard to the mat. Big body slam right there.
Yeah, you know who didn't see Jayson Bravo? Derrick Jannetty.
Or the referee, mind you.
Oh, man. Big slam right there. World's strongest slam. As we see now, Martin Casaus able to break up that 2 count.
And Derrick Jannetty, we saw him. He had all the momentum in his corner. He was flying from the side of the ring to the side of the ring. But just like that, cut off. And once again, very good tag team strategy by Jayson Bravo and David the Destroyer. Look at the aggressiveness as Bravo reins in with those right hands straight to the face of Derrick Jannetty.
And now Bravo has the advantage here. Those elbows right there to the chest.
And Bravo, he's a very long individual, very sharp elbows, and those elbows driven right into it looked like the trap, possibly the jaw of Derrick Jannetty, and now has him isolated with what's called a surfboard stretch, stretching those arms of Derrick Jannetty.
Yeah, for those of you who have been watching our series regularly, earlier this year we had Jayson Bravo take on Derrick Jannetty one-on-one at the Latino Festival down in Provo. A great matchup where we saw a lot of the same stuff from Jayson Bravo, which just goes to show that he's so confident in his technique that he can take out Derrick Jannetty with that. Even there, when Derrick Jannetty had a little bit of momentum, Jayson Bravo was able to counter, and that's, oh my gosh, that's it. This match is over. Bravo's got him, only able to get a 2 count there. Unbelievable stuff.
I think the camera showed it best there. The back of Derrick Jannetty's head crashing to the mat on that inverted Russian leg sweep. Very good maneuver by Jayson Bravo, fitting right into their strategy of working the neck, isolating that back and neck of Derrick Jannetty. And right now, here's another great example of that tag team continuity. Bravo distracts the ref. David the Destroyer seizes the opportunity.
Great stuff there, definitely. Jayson Bravo now to tag in David the Destroyer, and that's another technique that you see in tag team wrestling a lot, is that you'll be constantly doing tags so that you guys are constantly getting rest. But look at this now.
Up, hip toss into almost a double power bomb. That could be it. Martin Casaus thinks the same thing, and thank goodness able to get into the ring and break up that pinfall. That would have been it.
You know, it's those zebra tights is what it is. It gives him that extra energy. He's like a zebra.
He's like a zebra.
He's like a zebra.
He's like a zebra.
Not like that zebra. That's a referee, but that's where he gets it from, is those tights.
Oh, and David the Destroyer picking up Derrick Jannetty. Could he be running him into the... Drops him face first. I think his face hit the steel. What a clothesline. And Derrick Jannetty, but David the Destroyer needs to watch out. I think he got Derrick Jannetty a little too close to his corner. If Jannetty could have outstretched his hand, made the tag to Martin Casaus, we could have a big turning point in this matchup. But look at here. He's got Derrick Jannetty, wields him back into the corner. Very good strategy.
And you know what? I just love that move set right there from David the Destroyer. Gets his opponent up on his shoulders and then puts him into the turnbuckle, and then a big clothesline to follow. Look at this. Beautiful pin right here from Jayson Bravo. That's what I love about Bravo, is that he's got so many ways to pin ya.
Yeah, that's called a fisherman suplex, called a perfect plex. Very keenly named because Jayson Bravo executed that move to perfection.
Yeah, exactly. And Derrick Jannetty is in the wrong place to be right now.
Bravo winds him up. Jannetty fires back. Big chop. Lays it in. Make it 2 chops, and then right back to the Destroyer. Jannetty jumps to the top rope. Oh, and Bravo saw the opening. Jannetty took too much time, able to crotch him, and this could be that Hangman's neckbreaker we talked about. One of the signature maneuvers, landed to perfection. That could be it. Pulls him away from the corner, cinches it up tight, 2 count. I thought that was over, Josh.
You know, Jayson Bravo could actually file charges against Derrick Jannetty because every single chop that Derrick Jannetty throws is just like a knife to the chest. That's all it is that it's almost like Jayson Bravo's getting stabbed by those chops. It's unbelievable.
Aggravated assault here at St. Joseph the Workers' Church as we see David the Destroyer, a straight right hand to Derrick Jannetty. Looks like he could be going for one of his signature maneuvers. The full Nelson picks him up. Oh, and he drops him. Tailbone first on the mat. Cover.
Now, a unique cover right there from David the Destroyer, putting all of his body weight on top of Derrick Jannetty. Still wasn't enough, however, in this situation as David the Destroyer now, I believe he tagged in Jayson Bravo. Bravo's going to go to the top rope. Not a place that we normally see Jayson Bravo go. Look at that. Oh, my gosh.
And he missed. Derrick Jannetty able to get out of the way, and Bravo he saw that Jannetty was getting out of the way, tried to land on his feet. Obviously not successful. Jannetty lays it in, jumps over the top, makes the tag to Martin Casaus, and here we go. Big clothesline by Casaus. Destroyer runs in. Make it 3. Casaus is cooking right now.
Oh, this is going to be big. Well, look at that. David the Destroyer up, over, and out of here.
And now he turns his attention to Jayson Bravo. Could be going for his finisher. Oh, Bravo, very smart maneuver. Heads for higher ground, or in this case, lower ground. Gets out of the ring.
You know, I mean, it looked like Jayson Bravo back when he was going to jump onto Derrick Jannetty. I think he was going for a diving headbutt, and like you were saying, well, speaking of headbutts, it looks like 2 guys are about to butt heads right now.
Oh, meeting of the minds. Derrick Jannetty crashing the heads of the Destroyer and Bravo, and here comes Martin Casaus over the top rope. Did you see the agility? St. Joseph the Workers' Church is going crazy. We're at Folk Fest. The fans are pumped up. And right now, Derrick Jannetty and Martin Casaus says, throw him into the ring. Let's finish him off.
Yeah, I think the crowd thought they saw an angel, but instead it was just Martin Casaus coming down on those 2 devils right there. Derrick Jannetty with chops to the chest to Jayson Bravo. Oh my gosh, he is not sitting pretty. Look at this now. David the Destroyer and Martin Casaus in the ring. Oh, man.
Oh, that's one of the signature maneuvers of David the Destroyer. He lands it perfect, but he turns his attention. Jannetty slips in the back door, up on the shoulders. Could it be? Here it is, the Derrick Jannetty driver executed to perfection. Who's legal here?
I'm pretty sure it's Casaus and Bravo. Bravo is the legal man for his team at least, and look at that.
Oh, and man, there it is. He calls that the bravado. Landed to perfection, but now Jayson Bravo, he is taunting the fans. Martin Casaus has recovered. He turns him around, kick in the stomach, cinches him up tight. Here it could be the perfector landed to perfection. 1, 2, 3, and Derrick Jannetty and Martin Casaus get the victory. Hands held high in the center of the ring as the crowd, very much to their appeasement, go home happy.
Beautiful stuff right here, but I will tell you what, if you go back and you look at this, there was just way too many errors that were made by the team of Jayson Bravo and David the Destroyer. Overall, a great contest. However, if you're going to go ahead and take out the guy who isn't legal in this match, as you see the UCW-Zero move of the show, it was right before this, right before the Perfector, that Jayson Bravo took out Derrick Jannetty. He let way too much personal stuff get in the way. You know, just because he wants the heavyweight champion, he's got to win the match first before he can get to Derrick Jannetty's heavyweight title.
St. Joseph the Workers' Church Folk Fest will be back next year, but we are very excited to bring an exciting card of wrestling to the fans here in West Jordan and to the people here on television.
Yeah, definitely great stuff right here from St. Joseph the Worker in West Jordan, Utah. And, of course, we're looking forward to next year as well. We've been doing this 4 or 5 years now, something like that.
Yeah, and it's been a great atmosphere each time. You see a very, very awesome, just an awesome experience for fan and wrestler alike. Great stuff here for UCW-Zero.
Well, folks, you can go to UCW-Zero.com for more information, at UCW-Zero on Twitter. Find us on Facebook at Ultra Championship Wrestling. I'm Josh Damian alongside Jeff Reed. Same time, same place. See you next week.